We find rivalries across the fruity plain from coast to coast, but in the South, where they say the game just means more, there's only one game considered the Deep South's oldest rivalry. From black jersey debuts to prayers of Jordan Hare, this matchup has had it all. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Bulldogs will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Bunch formation for these receivers. The toss sweep to the right. Running to Green. He has the first and still on his feet. He's loose on the right. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. We've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the all-season was so much more important when you know you're...
Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. He's up to 90 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On the move. Breaks into the open. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Auburn lines up quickly.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Reads it, fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Auburn! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. A strike downfield. Look out on the right. Touchdown, Dogs. Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Blasted as he lets it go. Pick! Oh, what a play by this defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
The give on the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Fouls through the defense. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And he added the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Dropping back, it's Knight. Makes the grab. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Looking for room. It's McLaurin. Running into the open space. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. If you like scoring, this one's for you. Already 21-14, and now they'll try to answer. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He fires to the left side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Rides the back on the option, the give. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an early win in the matchup, but the war is not over. We're going to see many more battles as this game goes on.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab on the back. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he made the extra point without problem. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. So here comes the Auburn offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Now facing a third and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Off the play fake on first down, lost the throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
And that's a good idea for this defense. I would be covering him too, because he's already had a day's worth of yards. The big play out wide, man, they are finding him, and he's making productive plays. So good job by this defense recognizing that guy's not beating me anymore.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
On his way back from the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And the Auburn offense will take over first and 10. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's reeled in. It's Hawkins. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to pass. It's Knight. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 45 on his way. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
The sure hands, it's Henderson. At the 20, he's got space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite an Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Taylor. It's a running room. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. The extra point here would tie the game. And these offenses are just putting up numbers.
They got so much speed at so many positions with spread football now in college. It's just It's so hard to stop. Defenses are just trying to hold on, shut them down in the red zone, and not give up a touchdown.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to throw, it's Knight. Scrambling away. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Auburn lines up quickly. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's the handoff. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
The Dogs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Here's the pressure. Moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. And he's coming out of the end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got it out. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He leaves it with his back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Back to throw, it's Knight. Finds the tight end. Nice pickup there, gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Quarterback keeps it. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. Zone number. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. He'll try to do it himself. There he goes. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They'll immediately call timeout. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. Just going to keep it after the snap. And they'll knock him down. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and goal.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll keep it himself. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. He'll do it himself. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Absolutely perfect. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at half...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the ground, it's McLaurin. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Flushed out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Working that left side now. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They want to run this quarterback. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Showing the arm straight down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Might be changing the route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Auburn lines up quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they do on third down. Dropping back, it's Knight. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Hawkins. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. The Tigers Tigers extend that lead, and in the Deep South's oldest rivalry, looks as if the Dogs are in deep trouble.
Yeah, and this is a great sign for Auburn fans who've had to hear it for a while. Georgia's dominated this series of late. Auburn dominating today.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a tight one so far in Columbus. They're up by a field goal over Arizona. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. Dances away. Fires on the move. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Auburn! The defense putting points on the board.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it down the right side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. Georgia going up tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. The play action fake. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. Well, that's the way it goes sometimes. Missed field goal, still down by 24.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
So here comes the Auburn offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Now adjusting. Going to try to get it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just try to get to him. Try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Try to get it to the edge. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Defense in press coverage. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Turning it on! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Scoreboard operator better stay loose. Plenty of time to go here as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On fourth down, going to the air. He unleashes a long one. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Looking for more room. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, the last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Hawkins. Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but he's looking deep. Reels it in down the left side. He's loose. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a crease. It's Henderson. At the 35, he's loose. He's piled up 112 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Catch in the middle. It's Davidson. Breaks free. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. To start for this offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
From the gun, the ground game. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And this defense defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Pulls it in down the middle. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college.
He tries to take the top off. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And this will be caught at the 30. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
It's complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the left. And they'll get him down inside the 5 with this offense powering for to score. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Painter. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Buying some time. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Quick strike complete. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And on fourth down, they'll take a knee, but this one's just about over. It is the Auburn Tigers emerging victorious in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.